guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. So I missed last month. I did not come to you with an update and I apologize. Someone did hit me up in the comments on one of my older videos and was like, how are you doing? Can we get an update? Something. So here I am with an update. So I skipped a month only because last month to me was very uneventful. I didn't really have anything to talk about. So that's why I gave it a month in between, just, anyway, so I wouldn't bore you and be just talking about nothing. Well, anyway, here I am. Everything is still going very well. And I had my 6-month doctor's appointment, or, post-op appointment. I can't talk today. I can talk any day, okay? I say this in like every video. It's just my words get messed up in my mouth sometimes. It's okay. I'm okay. So anyway, last week on Wednesday was my 6-month post-op check-in update, whatever. I don't know what to call it. But it was Wednesday, August 21st. And also I had another appointment with my nutritionalist. We just did a phone doctor's appointment or phone appointment, just because, I don't know, I guess she felt like no point in driving all the way to the doctor's office for 15 minutes of talking. So anyway, it was virtual, and that was actually just on this Wednesday, so the 28th. So anyway, I just wanted to come check in, let you know how that went, and go over everything that has happened thus far. So I'll say that for the end. I was gonna say my weight, but no, I'll do a little weigh-in as I have been doing. We'll say that for the end. So last month, like I said, it was very uneventful. The only thing is I was worried because I had not lost as much weight as I had been losing. Like for the past, 5 months, I have been losing 8 pounds consistently. So when I got on the scale last month, I was like, excuse me? And I felt like I had been, doing everything per usual, like nothing had changed. So that's why I was like, what? So going in to see my surgeon, she reassured me, very much so, that everything was fine. And the thing is, once you hit that 6-month mark or get close to 6 months, things start slowing down a little bit. And, everybody's body is different, but she said normally or usually it does slow down around this point. So for me to slow down, it's okay. And that was a reassurance for me. I was glad to hear that, because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What's going on? So I hit like a little stall in there last month where basically I wasn't losing anything. And then it was like the last week or second to last week of the month, then I started seeing a decline. But I only lost 4 pounds. So again, I was like, okay, that's half of what I've been losing per month. But it's okay. All right, it's okay. Now, this month has gone very slowly as well. And again, she reassured me it's okay. Don't beat yourself up or anything like that. And she also, her and the nutritionist both said there are things you can do to kind of, pick things up. And that is, of course, exercising and watching what you're eating. So I have been bad about that, watching what I'm eating. I just eat, okay? I don't pay attention to anything really except for making sure I'm getting in protein. Other than that, I'm not, like restricting myself or doing any of that. I don't keep track of what I'm eating or any of that. And that was one of my goals. I believe that I talked about in my last video, is to start tracking what I'm eating. I'm still not doing it, okay? But that is something that I'm going to start doing, because that's another thing that my doctor talked about. Having bariatric surgery is a tool. And the first year of your, after surgery is very important to take advantage of that tool. So she said, even though things are slowing down, it's best to keep track of what you're eating, get into good habits now, because after that year, you can start gaining weight again. You can start, basically staying at the same weight or gaining, because that tool has kind of, you've kind of lost that. So as long as you're getting into those good habits within that first year, and it becomes routine for you. So I took that to heart, and I'm like, okay, Renee, it's time to really get on the ball and really watch what I'm eating. Not, when I say watch what I'm eating, I don't mean like a diet or restricting myself completely. Like, no, you cannot have any of this. But being a little stricter with myself as far as making sure that I'm eating my protein, eating my vegetables, and not consuming a lot of sugar and carbs, so that I can take full advantage of this year and lose a lot. Okay? And then after, not gaining back weight, but actually being able to maintain a good healthy weight. So that being said, also, I have not been exercising. I know what you all are gonna say, like, girl, why? You keep saying, like, every month I'm gonna get it together, I'm gonna start exercising, and every month I come on here and update you, and I still am not exercising. I know. And I felt last time I checked in with you all that I was getting to a good place. I was gonna start exercising, but it went back to nothing. And the reason why is because I have sleep apnea. I have been sleeping with a CPAP machine. I was actually diagnosed with sleep apnea probably about 6 months-ish before having the weight loss surgery. So that actually was like a year to 6 months. I can't remember exactly. But I was sleeping with a CPAP machine, and I kind of dwindled off only because I wasn't getting comfortable in the bed with it on. I don't know. I can't even tell you what happened or what changed, but it's just like I was not comfortable sleeping on my back and, keeping the CPAP in place. It was just becoming an annoyance for me. So I kind of, for the past couple months have not even been sleeping with it, or I'll sleep with it and end up taking it off. So I have to get myself back in the habit of sleeping with it, because for anyone that has sleep apnea, you know that your energy is drained. Why? Because you're not giving it enough oxygen when you're sleeping. So a girl has been tired, okay? I've been tired all the time. I go to work every day, and when I get off work, I don't feel like doing anything. I put together enough energy to make my kids something to eat and to do my nightly routine to get ready for bed, and then I'm in the bed. That's it, okay? I don't feel like doing anything else. If I have to do anything else, like run errands or do anything for the kids, I muster up enough energy, but that's it. That's all the energy I have. And usually if I have to do something after work, as far as like run an errand or something, the next day I'm extra tired. So yes, I need to start sleeping with my CPAP machine again so that I can have the ample amount of energy to, first of all, get through my day, and then secondly, to start an exercise routine, because that will also help with this weight falling off the way it needs to fall off. The one thing that I've noticed is my stomach is not as tight or restricted as it had been in the past. So now if I wouldn't say eat too much. I don't eat a lot still. Okay, but if I get to that point of full and maybe kind of cross that line a little bit, I have not had dumping anymore. So it hasn't been to the point of I throw it back up, or even like my stomach just hurts so bad I can't move. So that has changed. Now it'll just be tight. Like I know I can't fit nothing else in there. That's how I feel. And I just feel like, okay, I just need to sit here for a while, let things digest. But it hasn't gotten to the point of, me, everything coming back up. So that point has passed. But yes, it's still, you're still eating smaller amounts, but excuse me, I still feel like maybe I can eat a little more than I was in the past, which of course is normal. Like you start to gradually get to that point where you can eat a little more. But as far as the dumping, that is done. That's in the past. The doctor reassured me. She was like, girl, I'm proud of you. Like, you have almost lost 80 pounds from your highest weight. So, like, I'm being my own, worst enemy, or my own worst critic, and, beating up on myself because I'm not losing as much. But for me to hear my surgeon say, I'm proud of you and you're doing a great job, I'm happy. The nutritionist as well, she went over what I have been eating, and she was like, you're doing good. So kudos to me. I'm very proud of that. And I will say that, this is my last time telling you all that I'm going to start getting on the ball and exercising. It's coming. Okay, it's coming. Before now, I went to the gym with my daughter one time. That was it. And I did a workout video at home one time. So I'm not gonna keep playing. Okay, I'm gonna get on the ball. If not going to the gym, at least going for walks or something. The weather is starting to cool down now. We're stepping into fall, so it should be easier, to get outside, get moving. Thankfully, it's not hot, and I don't feel like I would pass out if I go outside. So that's a great thing. And another thing I noticed is I can consume more water now, probably because, like I said, the pouch is loosening up. I'm able to hold more in there. So that's a good thing. I try to get my water in, and that helps, decrease your appetite as well. But making sure that I'm getting enough fluids. Before, I struggled with that. I wasn't getting in enough water, and that's all I was drinking was water. But I still could not get the amount of water in that I was supposed to be getting. But anyway, I am getting the ample amount of fluids, protein. I'm hitting all my marks as far as the protein and water, which is great. And like I said, it's just sugar. Okay, I don't watch that like I should. Starting off, or before you actually get the weight loss surgery, they tell you, no, you can't have sugar no more in your life. And I took that as I can't have, So of course I have it. But because I'm drinking a lot of water, because I'm trying to make sure I get in a lot of protein, I don't eat that much. But I have chips. If I want to have chips, I have chips. Before, I was only eating the Quest protein chips, and now I have regular chips. Chips is my weakness, okay? It's a weakness for me. I love chips. Almost any kind of chips. But small amounts, okay? And as far as sugar, I mean, I've never been a big candy person. I like licorice, um, not black licorice, ew. Red licorice is, yeah, but I think that's like a low, I know it's low fat. Is it low sugar? Probably not. Probably a lot of sugar in it, but again, not big amounts. So I don't beat myself up too much because it's small amounts, but I'm trying to get away from those habits as much as I can because, you know, a year out, I will be able to eat a lot more than I am right now, okay? And I don't want to sit up there and eat a whole bag of chips or a whole bag of licorice, or eats, I don't know, a big piece of cake and be like, oh, now I'm gaining weight, you know? So habits to try to get away from. Don't do it. Don't be like me, okay? Don't do it. And I have friends, well, I should say I have a friend. I have also associates at work that are going through this process with me. And I know for sure, like my work associate, he's like, I'm very strict on myself. Why? Because number one, this is kind of his second time going through it. He had the vertical sleeve, and now he went back to kind of have things repaired. So this is kind of his second go round, and I don't know all the details, so I wouldn't want to tell all his business anyway. But basically he's like, I'm very strict on myself, like no candy, no chips, no none of that. Strict. I'm doing this by the book because this is going to be a success this time. I'm not going back in for another surgery. So I'm very proud of him, and you know, watching him is like motivation for me too. It's like, okay, you're right, we got to get this thing right. I don't want to have to go back for another surgery. If I go back for another surgery, I want it to be an elective surgery. Get a boob lift, tummy tuck, something like that. But no, I don't want to have to do this all over again. Like this is it. Okay? This is it. And speaking of that, thankfully I have not experienced a whole lot of loose skin. I mean, my arms, you see there's something here, but not enough for me to be like, ew, you know, like it's a bother for me. It's not a bother for me. Maybe it will be a year out from now. I don't know. Let's cross our fingers, because I don't want to say no and then, you know, 5 months from now I'm crying to y'all like, girl, these arms look gross, you know. I don't know, but thankfully at this point it's not a lot that's bothering me as far as loose skin, and the little bit of loose skin I have, I can deal with it as long as I don't have that weight holding me down, knees hurting, back hurting all the time because I'm carrying all this excess weight and dealing with high blood pressure and everything else that came along with it. No, let's leave that alone. I'll deal with the minor imperfections, okay? I can deal with it. As far as my stomach, yes, there's loose skin there, but I have completely come to grips with it only because I've had 4 children, okay? My stomach has been stretched in all kind of ways. So I've dealt with that for the longest now. Nothing that a little shapewear, you know, can't help. So I just put on a little, you know, lightweight shapewear when I need things smoothed out, and that's it. I'm good to go. So as of right now, no complaints as far as loose skin goes. Everything as far as scarring has healed up beautifully. So I did want to talk about body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia is for real, okay? 100% for real. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, yay, you know? But a lot of times, for some reason, I don't see it. I don't see that I've lost this almost 80 pounds. Like that's almost a whole person. You know, I I don't feel that. And it takes sometimes looking at old pictures of myself to be like, dang, I have lost a lot of weight. Or dang, I was really big. And part of it is, I guess, in my mind, at that time, I didn't think that I was that big. So seeing, side by side, a picture of me now and a picture of me then, that's when it hits me. So, my last video, my sister had commented on the video and she was like, you should really do a side by side of you now and like an older video. So she sent me a screenshot and I'm gonna post it up here. But it was for my first video that I did about VSG, and this was prior to surgery. So my first video just talking about getting the surgery done to my last video, you can see how slim how much my face slimmed down. Just look at my face, okay? You don't even have to look at the rest of my body. Like, just looking at my face, you're like, what? Okay, so you have to kind of take, of course, the scale victories, but the non-scale victories to help with that body dysmorphia that you're gonna have. Just trying on clothes that maybe you kept, that you were like, gold clothes, can I fit this one day, and seeing how it fits. And sometimes there are some clothes that I kept as gold clothes that are actually too big for me now. So just seeing that is like amazing to me. And also just trying on clothes, like I'm still semi plus size. I would say I'm mid size now, but I'm like a 0X at the most going into plus size. A 1X is big on me. And as far as like shirts, I would say I'm like a large-ish. I don't know, a large-ish. And then pants like a 12, 14. Yeah, mainly a 14, but I can fit some 12s. And it's really funny that some of my daughter's clothes I can wear and it annoys her. She's like, this ain't right. But it's like, it really makes me happy. Like, I never would have thought I can borrow some of my daughter's clothes. Like, really? So take those victories. Wherever you can find them, take them. Because sometimes you're going to be like me and you're going to beat yourself up, especially if you didn't lose as much as you wanted to lose that month. You're going to beat yourself up. But look to other things to make you happy. Look to other things to build yourself back up. So without further ado, let's get to the weigh-in. So as you see, still not losing that much. I lost less than last month. I only lost 3 pounds this month. But hey, at least it's something. At least it's not, I didn't lose anything. So I'm gonna take it as a win and I'm gonna keep pushing, okay? We finna get this exercise in. We finna see the number on the scale go down. So I'm not even gonna beat myself up anymore. Like I said, my surgeon built me back up and I'm gonna stay there, okay? So that is all I have for you today. I know I keep promising my fashionistas, those people that followed me for my hauls and my fashion content, I keep promising you I'm gonna bring you a haul. I'm gonna bring you a haul. It's coming, okay? I've been dealing with this, getting stuff together for a haul, and then the stuff don't fit me right no more because it's too big. So I have purchased some things recently and I'm gonna go ahead and do a haul. I didn't do a whole lot of shopping just because I don't know what's to come, but I need clothes now. I mean, that bottom line, I mean, I can't walk around in these too big clothes anymore. It's some things that I tried to still wear, and my kids, they get on me like, that's too big. It's too big. What are you trying to do? So Yes, I have some hauls coming for you, I promise. Okay, definitely. I'm gonna write this down, and I'm promising you, because I don't want to flake on it. One for sure is coming this month. Okay, one for sure. This is August still, so not not this month. I mean the month of September. One is coming for sure this month, the month of September. Okay, I promise you. But other than that, that is it for me. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.